Light. It's everywhere, but sometimes nowhere. The backlight. Ooh, I'm anonymous. You can't really tell who I am. What it is doing, it is separating me from the background. Without this light, I am a blob of blackness. Do you see this nice highlight separation? But without it, I am just morphing into the background. There's no separation between my hair and the background. That is the backlight. The key light. The key light lights the key subject. Without this light, it casts all this beautiful shadow over here. As you see, the key light illuminates me. You can see me. I'm melting because there's no backlight. But right here, big shadow, big shadow. The fill light takes away that shadow because it fills in the shadow. This is a 3-light setup. So we had our key light, now we have our fill light. Add this with key light and you have a beautiful, nice subject. I mean, beautiful subject, that's a given. Maybe this light's a little too harsh. What's it look like with all 3 of them on? How do we soften it up? Let's look at that. Bam! When we want a soft light, we need a light that diffuses over a large surface. You get soft light by making it closer and making it bigger. If you want a harsh light, you get it smaller and further away. So what is one of the softest, biggest lights we know of? That's right. It's the sun. Bada bing. It's going to cost you a whole lot, like $40.99.
Cha-ching.
Really what we're doing is we're using the sun here as an ambient light. But if you really were in the sun, we'd have really harsh shadows. So how are we getting it soft? Well, we're using Grandma's bed sheet. Or in this instance, we're using a 6x6 soft light reflector. Now it does have a diffusion panel on it, as you can tell, which is diffusing the sunlight, making me in a big soft box. We are using light that is here. It makes purpose. It has sense.
Cha-ching.
Do know that ambient light is all around you. You can find it at a lamp or maybe even a TV screen. Really, anything from emitting light is ambient, so use the sun. You see these lights back here? They're supposed to be here. Are you? They're here because they're motivated. These lights are supposed to be in the scene. Behind me we have this nice, warm, hot, yellowish, orange light. See?
God, it burns you.
It hurts. And you see it, you're like, boom, yellow. Back here we have this blue. So hot it burns you. It's supposed to be here. Motivated lights. If I were to have a light, and I add this light to the scene, and you look at it, and it is just white light, well, that doesn't make any sense. You guys are going to go, why is that light back there? Where's that light coming from? That light should be blue because it's so hot. But if I turn it yellow, now you guys are like, whoa, that light is coming from that light. And so that's supposed to be there. That light's supposed to be there because it's the right color. It's a motivated light. Now the light in front of me is unmotivated. We don't know why it's there. It's just a random white light. Unlike the lights behind me, which are motivated. Got it? Good. Boom! I'm blue. Bada blue. Boom. We're talking about contrast. Right now you're seeing a blue to orange contrast, but do remember contrast comes in all types of different shapes and forms, such as different shapes. That is contrast. But when it comes to lighting, it's going to be luminance, so dark to bright, or color. And color is amazing to use as a separation. You're going to see it in Hollywood all the time. You're going to see it on the TV. If you watch TV channel, Riverdale, perfect example. It's a green and yellow contrast. Right now we have a blue and orange contrast happening. We can use that to separate me from the background. We love blue and orange around here. Thunder up. I would much rather be bathed in blue and orange than in a blinding white light.
Scene 6.
Fog creates texture. Texture creates contrast. If the background contrast was me, I contrast with a background. A vertical line suit on a horizontal line background. Contrast. And in focus, man, in an unfocused background, a fog behind. Not a fog. Think back. Back before the texture. Back before the color. Back before the motivated lights. Back before the ambient lights. Back before the key light. Back before the fill light. And even back before the backlight. There's a light, dark, contrast separation. Darkest night. Brightest light.